gonna do an original. You know, I used to hang out at hot houses. And I'll tell you what a hot house is. When I was a young adult, there was places that you can go. It was an old house that was sit far back off the road. In St. Petersburg, Florida, we had alleys. I don't know if you got alleys here. I don't see any in Decatur, Georgia. But we would park our cars in the back alley and we would go up in this hot house. Now this hot house is an illegal house that sold liquor. And we would go, after working all week, we'd go up in there on a Friday, liable not to come back out till Sunday morning. So one day I went home down to Florida, and I said, let me go back to one of my little stomping grounds and see what it's like, you know. Now mind you, I done stopped all this stuff. My life has changed a little bit. And I went and hung out with some of these folks for a little bit, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Alcoholics don't talk about nothing. I was one of them, you know. I used to hang out there and go into this place. And I went back, and the sad part about it is a lot of people's lives were still the same. And I was driving back to Atlanta, and I came up with this song. I call it Ain't Going Back. No, I ain't going back. I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back. I ain't going back to that ugly house. I ain't going back. I'm gonna say that again. I ain't going back. I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back. I ain't Yeah. Yeah. We all got something we ain't going back to, huh? Now I know that's right.